after the rapture. That's the great tribulation. But before the rapture, there is the general tribulation that people go through. And if you don't put your mind there, you might not understand that there is a present time, a present period of general, not the great tribulation, general tribulation.
W.F. Kumuyi Classics.
The central word is the word tribulation. Tribulation. And because of what the Lord has revealed on the great tribulation, which is actually a future tribulation. Many people have forgotten the past tribulation, the present tribulation, and they concentrate on the future tribulation. There is a present tribulation. The same Jesus that spoke about the great tribulation also spoke about the tribulation of this time. And the same apostles that spoke about the coming future tribulation also spoke about the present tribulation. And many people, because they forget there was a past tribulation, and there is a present tribulation, and there is a future tribulation, they concentrate only on the future. The problem there is their own tribulation comes to them, their own trials, their own troubles. They're not able to know that this is a present tribulation that they need grace to overcome. They need the power of God to overcome, and they need vigilance to overcome. Now, about the Antichrist, the same John that God used in revealing to us the character and the characteristics and the wrath of the Antichrist in the coming day, that's the future, the same John said, you have heard that the Antichrist is coming. He said, even now in the present time there are many Antichrists. Same John that said there's the spirit of the Antichrist. And so if we only push everything to the future after the rapture, that's the great tribulation. But before the rapture, there is the general tribulation that people go through. And if you don't put your mind there, you might not understand that there is a present time, a present period of general, not the great tribulation, general tribulation. And we prepare our mind, and whatever is happening, we have the grace and the strength to endure unto the end. In the tribulation that people have today, I'm sure you remember that every GCK event, we pray for Christians under persecution and Christians who are suffering real terrible suffering, and it's a form of tribulation. It happens in many pockets of societies that they do not happen everywhere at present, but it's so intense and it's so difficult for the people. Some actually even lose their lives in the present trial, in the present trouble, in the present tribulation. But it's the great tribulation that will attract the signs in the sun, and the signs in the moon, and the signs in the stars, and upon the earth distress of nations. You know, in entering into that period of the great tribulation, there'll be distress of nations with perplexity, the sea and the waves roaring. Tells us in verse 26, it says, and men's hearts failing them, people having cardiac arrest and having the failure of the heart, that the heart will not sustain them, as they see what is happening, as they become afraid of what is happening, and as they become totally fragmented in their heart because of the events happening. That's why it says men's heart will be failing them for fear and for looking after those things which are coming on the earth. And the powers of heaven shall be shaken. The stars, the moon, and all the galaxies in the sky, in the great beyond, everything shaking.
The WF Kumuyi Classics.